Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is episode 145 of our Long Live the King playthrough. Um, okay, we'll start with the usual. So we're Filkir Sigurdar Ring, the insane disfigured immortal ruler of all of Scandinavia, being all of our blue section here. Very nice. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. The Jade Dragon DLC expansion came out today, being the 17th of November, so probably a week ago for you guys watching this. It fucked up the game significantly in terms of old saves, from what I can tell. So I'm playing on a reverted beta version, basically 2.7.2. It almost looks suspiciously like a Buddhist symbol, but it's just the Vikings. Anyway, so you won't see any of the new mechanics and that sort of thing in this playthrough because when you try and load an old save in Jade Dragon right now, it just hard crashes the game to desktop from all reports that I've seen. Mainly mine and the discussion thread that I used to try and troubleshoot it. Anyway, let's go. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, we're at war with a bunch of places. Um, all of these places down here. Namely, we're at war for Tripolitania. We're at war for Tunis. We're at war for Algiers. And we're at war for Kabylia. Being Algiers, this part here, I believe, Kabylia, that bit of Tunis, and probably this bit of Tripolitania. Seems pretty legit. Anyway, we're winning all those wars now, so let's just get into it. We lost a trade post, but we won another trade post victory. Very good. Yeah, we've managed to sort of destroy their armies a little bit, so there's not really. We had a few big fights last episode, mainly because last episode was a very long episode. But yeah, I mean, it all worked out for us. There is a defensive pact against us. Looks like it might have wiped our. Yeah, it's wiped our message preferences. Can I? There we go. Yeah, I don't care about people joining. Just disable the message. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like all of our message preferences have been wiped, which is fine. We didn't have too many custom ones, so we can fix those all up. Unfortunately, well, hey, our fret modification has stayed in place. So we're still moving 1% a month, which is good. Still wish it didn't exist, but you know, whatever. Alright, so we're just slowly besieging land. That's all we're doing here. New Jarl of Saxony, new Jarl of Nidaros. Looks like we need a new commander as well. That's fine. It'll do. You're one of my courtiers, so you won't, like, leave randomly. Never good when they just leave randomly. And we might put him in charge. Actually, we'll give Carl that one because he's a planner, so he knows what he's doing. Getting a lot of warnings about Tana. Hang on, are you guys still besieging some shit? Yep, perfect. And that's because Tana's this one over here, which we only have a nomad holding in. We're getting a warning because we're the wrong type of person to hold it. And also because if we don't build a castle or city upon succession, it'll revert to nomad control. We're not planning on having any succession. And in order for that to, like, in order for us to convert that to a castle, it needs to follow the Germanic religion. We could also build a castle or a city. Like, that's a thing that could happen, but it's a bit of an expense that I don't particularly care to make right now. Yeah, sure, whatever. Our heir is also unmarried, but again, not really caring. Okay, good. We're getting some good siege progress up there. What's this one doing? Okay, so we're currently occupying something in Berserk. That's this one here. Good. So we should see a little bit more war score come in on the Tunisian front. Yep, sure. So I'm a little disappointed that the Jade Dragon stuff, you know, fucked up the old saves. I was a little concerned that it might, permanently fuck them. There seems to have been a little bit of, yeah, we'll build a market town there. It's fine. A little bit of contention over whether or not it would permanently corrupt a save if you try to load it. It didn't, so that's cool. Those are the Ilyasids, so we should probably get ready to move some troops up there to deal with that. This 4,000 man army roaming around Sicily? Yeah, Sicily. Additionally, the Italians are getting a little bit annoyed that I've had their troops raised for so long. But, well, you know what they say. They can go fuck themselves. Use my study again. And we're going to study the economy. Good, we've got a siege victory there and a siege victory there. These guys can move over here. Supply limit here is still good, and these guys can still keep on besieging shit. One of our guys apparently decided they didn't need to be in the army anymore between the load-ins, so we're just going to fix that real quick. Make sure everybody knows they're in an actual army. Except these guys, they don't matter. Yeah, so they are going to take that fort. I mean, I could probably stop them, but eh. Okay, now we're getting a yep, the Tripolitanian guy has successfully, or the Ishaquid Emir has successfully lifted our sieges of all his forts, so we're back with negatives with him. And yep, we're taking slight negatives for this shit up here. It's alright. Fight here, no dramas. Very good, actually. It's put us up to 94. That's excellent. If I can get these guys to chase him down there, there's a possibility of us ending one of these wars, which will free up some of our troops to do some more shit. Oh, speaking of ending wars, we've just won the Holy War for Kabylia. So we'll offer a peace offer, and it's everything. Should be all of this. There we go. And yep, all of that. Beautiful. Yeah, so that's a lot of shit. Let's get to the distribution phase. We are going to usurp the title because it'll be easy to give it away. I believe we had the message up top that one that's just appeared in the usurp tree will let us do that. But of course, we want to see who we've got in terms of viable candidates. So nobody there, nobody there, nobody there, nobody there. We've got one guy. Poor Brandier. Yeah, he's not bad. All right, let's usurp that shit. Thank you. Now, before we actually unpause the game, here he was. Congratulations, buddy. You are now the Jarl of Kabylia. Done. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to take these boats up here and beat the shit out of that army. Now, what I actually wanted to check was, do we have... Right, we've got army levies raised, so that's an issue that, honestly, I don't care about right now. We should have waited to usurp that that thingy, that emirdom. But, you know. hindsight 2020, all that sort of business. All right, you boys get on the boat, and I'm going to ship you up to Arboreum, and you can move down and take on that army. Oh, excellent. I've managed to destroy a table. Okay, and that's 100% over here on this side of the table for Algier. Should be all of this. Actually, should just be these. Is it all free or is it just... It's all free. Beautiful. So it just leaves these guys as the dudes. Yeah, I will be usurping the... Actually, will I be? Maybe. We'll see. All right, so let's get these dudes out of the way. I believe we had one barony to be able to pick from here, so let's just have a quick check of that. Yep, one barony. All right, let's usurp that title. I don't think he's got anything important. Vassals, a wali, a mayor, and a wali. Yeah, nobody actually important. Usurp it, take it, done. All right, hey, Biskra as well, huh? You, Dag. Fairly average, but you know, what can you do? You now own the Yaldom of Algier. Algier? Algier? All right, one of yours is a retinue army, probably that one. Let's just check. No, maybe both of them are. Yeah, both of those are retinue armies. Okay, well that's cool. It means that these ones are not. So I'm going to start marching you guys over this way. No, you should go through like Tel Atlas to Constantine and then into there like that. Because that means we might be able to put down the levy troops, which will of course help things out a lot. This battle here should actually give us percentages to win with Tunis. Oh, hang on. This guy just decided that he should join in. It's a pretty poor decision on his part. But you know, what can you do? Alright, so that did not actually give us the war score, but lifting this siege here will. Actually, I'm going to put those boats in there and get these guys to stop right there. Because then we need to get them down to the Ishaquid dudes. Get on board, head down to Malta. Alright, so we do have 7,000 dudes sitting around right there. That's fine because we'll land in Jerba. Which should have the supply limit to withstand us. Excellent. Good. We'll keep the boats there just in case. You never know what goes wrong. And we've just got our guys up here taking this place. You know what? You can attack that one. Very nice. The rest of those should fall quite quickly. Fuck off. Have a look at the all righteous imprisonment things. Just have to check because sometimes they get stabby. Yeah, you can stop that, buddy. Thank you. I don't mind you guys plotting to steal duchies from other people, but when you're trying to like steal a kingdom from me, you can just go fuck yourself. Come on, man, don't stab your wife. If you don't like her, you shouldn't have put a ring on it. to paraphrase Beyonce. Come on, cool. Yeah, as soon as one of these sieges like finishes up, we should be fine. Keep having to check the religion of my suspects, what, whenever they inherit something, because I don't trust them. All right, that is 100% in Tunis. Done. We absolutely have 100% Fred. There is no way around it. Excellent. Thank you very much. So it is giving us the option to usurp Tunis again. Let's just get rid of these dudes. Looks like we've got a few baronies in which we can, or a couple at least, so we can pick and choose a little bit. Come on. Tunis is actually a very nice duchy. It's got quite a lot of stuff. So I want to make a couple of count level or chief level, I guess they are for us. So we're going to make everybody the count of their particular place. So he's going to be the count of Maja. Include all lowers. No duchy or no barony there. This guy's going to be the count of Majerda. Very good. This bloke is going to be the count of, what's that, Bizert or Bizerte, whatever that is, however you say that. And then we're going to have this guy. First of all, let me just check on this dude. You have subjects, the Sheik of Leptis Magna. Okay, that's important. We're not going to usurp that title just yet because we're going to play him. But we are going to tell Sigurda here that he is now the Count of, the Count of Tunis, as well as the Count of Kairouan. And he's going to be our dude at some point. Get rid of that army. Get rid of that army. Thank you very much. And immediately one of our dudes already declared war on this guy, so, well, sucks. However, if I remember right, yep, so this guy was still involved in this war, so we'll just keep on occupying him because, fuck him. Very good. Market City was built over here in Tana. So let's build an upgrade to that Market City. My plan was to take the guy's Emir level title off him. He'd be left with Sirt, and the Leptis Magna guy would be let free. Would take that land off him, and that would also give us the Emir of Tripolitania, the ability to usurp that, or create it, I believe it would be at this point. We are going to have a bit of an issue with the Shaybanids, I think, because that's a lot of dudes. 32,000. He doesn't have any allies, which is important. He is in the defense pact against me because, of course, he fucking is. But one thing we can do is attack the revolt. The revolt doesn't have any allies. We can only do conquests, but a conquest gets us, like, in there. Where the spice road's at? Okay. Yeah. So we'd do, like, a conquest of, well, we can't do one of Alexandria because, It's vowed. Probably want to do one which doesn't currently have some sort of plague in it. What is that? Measles? Yeah. So probably this one here, Pelusia. It's all part of a Diametra like thing, but Pelusia gets us next to this duchy, Cairo. It should actually get us Alexandria as well because of the sea border. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. How is your war actually going though? 1% in favor of him, and yeah, there's a few other little wars that he's involved in. That's fine. Let's get our shit together. Pelusia, done. So we are now hostile with the Shaybanids. That's fine. I'm just going to get these guys, this boat around here so we can pick these dudes up when necessary. And of course, because he was a, what you call it? Hang on, we need a new core position. Because he was a rebel, he wasn't involved in the defensive pact. So, sweet. Yeah, you'll do. We can create the Kingdom of Mauritania and the Kingdom of Africa. So those are fairly significant level titles because it gives us de jure claims on all of this shit, which means we don't have to holy war. So I am going to create the Kingdom of Africa. Thank you. And I mean, let's have a look at this. I mean, we do own all of the Kingdom of Mauritania, so it's just a prestige thing at this point, but why not? We did that. Let's just have a look at defensive pacts real quick. I'm pretty sure everybody. Yeah, everybody except for rebels. Yeah, great. All right, that's all of that shit. Wow, somebody bought rebels. I mean, not rebels, mercs. So we're gonna go over and just beat the shit out of them. Like, just make sure they're done with. All right, good. So we've reversed the there's no longer a ticking penalty, and now we're just taking land. Here's our battle. Should go our way quite nicely. A few arrow noises right there. All right, come on. Yep, great. It's actually given us war score, which is nice. And we'll move back there and try and wipe that whole army out. The actual occupation of that place, I don't believe gives us anything. Yeah, Uled Nail doesn't actually give us anything. It's just stopping some fucker from, being a dickhead. Oh, she's a berserker. That's why she's got a massive amount of martial all of a sudden. Very good. Nothing wrong with berserkers. I believe I'm one myself. Yep, wonderful. Go and wipe out the middle. It's another 9%. He's got some decent sized armies that he's rigged up. That's almost concerning. Yeah, and see here his boats are coming over to the Malta Channel. So what that means is we're going to let this tick. It was a Battle of Mazab. That's fine. You boys need to get up here to Beniani. Come on, tick. Thank you. And we'll get there on the 2nd of May. They'll probably leave before then. They are leaving. All right, well, we sit in here then. We see what these guys are actually doing with their armies. All right, looks like they're just combining them into a larger force. That's all right. No proverbial skin off my nose sort of thing. Get on board, head around to Malta. Cool. Finish my study. Let's get some more study in then. We still need to buy a few horses. We should have the limit now. Yeah, we should easily have the limit, but we don't have the cash. We need to buy 9 more of these cavalry retinues. Um, they cost 126 each, so we want roughly 1,000, probably a little bit more than 1,000 gold, which I mean we'll get. Okay, I'm going to do something that you normally shouldn't do, and that's stage a naval landing. But I outnumber these guys 10 to 1, so we should be able to take care of them. Yeah. Now, the reason I'm doing that is purely because we want to get this siege going. Okay, grand. So we lost a siege up here. That's fine. They are going to punch through those. So the drama here is that they can punch through all of those quite easily. So we're just going to take our dudes and march them through. See, they've already taken a lot. They're just going to keep... Well, they might not punch through that one because it's a castle. So here we go. We're going to have a nice fight. I believe we've got most of our best troops here. Let's put Rogenhilde on the flank there. We've got a 22 there. Can we do better than a 22? We can. We can put Carla of Hilda. So he's a cavalry leader. Or she's an inspiring leader. That's probably going to be better. All right. And then you guys are going to need Carl in there. That's fine. All right, let's see how we go. Oh, hang on. We kidnapped some people. One person. All right. Immediately, we should smash this flank. We outnumber them. We've got a 28 to 0, 25 to 14, 24 to 19. In fact, the left flank is the only one that I'm slightly concerned about. And I shouldn't be because, yeah, no worries. Because we just roll them up. And I believe that, oh, hello. Yeah, our conquest of Pelusia ended non-conclusively because the Shaybanids ended their, what do you call it? Their rebellion. That's all right. And we also captured this lady. And also, we just got 100% in the war. Boom. Come on. Thank you. Very nice. So we need to pick an ambition now. We're not going to pick that just yet. Instead, we're going to actually make these places nice and proper. Oh, good. There's a barony in one of them. Now, I don't believe we can usurp the thing. And we can't make it either. Yeah, because we only have 2 of the 4 provinces that make up Tripolitania. So this guy gets Gerba. And he also gets Tripolitania, the county of Tripolitania. Wonderful. 1821. Wonderful. We still can't usurp this dude because he's oh wow. That's not cool. In fact, I'd say that's the opposite of cool. The Doge of Siracania is trying to expand into this land for the whole thing. God damn, we're gonna have to go to war with the Byzantines at some point. That is more than frustrating. And all of these guys probably have, well, we've probably got truces against him now, I'd say. We don't have a truce against him, but he'd invite every single person in the world to join in. We got a truce against this guy. But you know what we do in the absence of truces, or in the absence of being able to go to war? We tell everyone that you can just raid on, boys. So you guys can go into that one, and I'm going to put you guys on the boat, and we'll take you somewhere. Don't know where just yet. Um, let's say barracks 1. That won't. Alright, start upgrading these ones, I think. Wait. Yeah, I think you need at least a 2, so let's get them going. Fuck off. Yep, so the Grand Wait starts again. Let's see the realm prosper, as it were. Where are we going to take our boats? Well, first of all, let's just have a quick look. Are you serious? I don't believe the Shaybanids are in the defensive pact. Oh shit. Oh shit. And we have a Great Holy War up our sleeve. Well, we'll deal with that next episode. So, as usual, I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.